Yo, 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 anybody home? Check it. Who's with me tonight? You busy watching a video, hopefully? This is one of the good signs. Profit over passion. P.O.P., baby. I hope everybody enjoyed that video. I worked very, very hard on it. I usually don't add music. I usually don't you do all kinds of fades and find black and white pictures and all that stuff. I've been working on this a long time. And thanks for people watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. It was good going back, sharing something with my dad. My dad drove me around when I was a, small little kid, and started out bottle digging before we got a metal detector, and it was like, awesome to share with my dad. And you could hear the panic in my voice. If everybody could hear that, the panic is someone else gonna come back there and start taking the signs from you, or who knows. So thanks again for everybody supporting the channel, watching. And you know what? I took my contacts out. I wasn't sure about going live, so I'm going to put my glasses on. I need my focals to see what you people are saying. How do you like this one? Good Gulf. This is one of the best ones that's on my wall down here in the treasure room. I kept the 3 best for myself. My dad's got a few of them up on his man cave as well. Let me find my glasses here so I can see what you people are saying. That would help, right? Hold on, bear with me. Aha. All right. So, I didn't get all what you people were saying because I can't see too well without contact lenses. And, oh yeah, it's Santa Claus. What's up, Santa? Did you see my video? What's up, Justin? Again what? Again another hoard? I don't find too many hoards. So behind me are one of each kind of the sign that we got. Like I said, kept the best. Nice. Glad you were first, Santa Claus. Glad you watched it. Welcome from Washington State, one of my favorite states. I've been there a couple times. Nice ghost towns out there. And yeah, I look smart tonight, huh? I don't go on television or on YouTube wearing glasses usually, so this is different. And I got my vintage Hartford Whalers hat. I usually don't wear this around either. Hello to Jersey and everybody. This is my first time going live, but I thought this was a special occasion because that was a pretty cool, like I said, I'm still very excited about, my dad and I pulling out all those signs. Hello from North Jersey. Thank you for watching. I'm also taking you on, oh yeah? The Whalers were my team, Santa. I actually grew up in East Lyme, Connecticut, and the Hartford Whalers has still had Gordie Howe and his sons. And this I found in a thrift store, this hat in Connecticut, and found 2 of them. Hello to Fort Bragg. And so, fond memories of not only digging bottle dumps with my dad. Hello to Liz. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you watch my sick video if you haven't yet. And like I said, I'm very proud of that. When am I coming to North Carolina? I was there in Bath to look for Blackbeard's treasure. And Bath was a pretty cool place. I'd like to go back there, spend some more time looking for that treasure. A lot of people have looked. He did live out there on Plum Point, so I'll meet you in Bath, North Carolina. How's that? So, while we're doing this, thank you, Liz. Loved it. It's a bottle dig, sort of, but kind of a sign dig. Some of the metal detector people may not appreciate what it was, but, you know, I could have found those signs with a metal detector. It says in the introduction, or the whatever it's called, where you tell about the video, and it's true, I consider myself an all-around metal detectorist with the bottles, the signs. Hello from Alaska, a long ways off. Another place I've never been, I love to. Yeah, AT Max, all right. The Max would have found it. Actually, you know what would have found all those signs? Probably one of these. Any of these old metal detectors would have found it. Again, I consider myself, you know, well-rounded with the bottles. Hello from Georgia. What's up, Rob? Thanks for tuning in. I'm also taking the time, Ontario. I've been to Canada, only to Montreal a couple times. That's it, but I'd love to go back. Let's see. Thanks for watching in England. It's probably nighttime over there, right? You're 5 hours ahead, I bet. I am taking you on a 360 of, the man cave, the infamous treasure room. And I've got some, what else we got? We got everything. Oh, if you watched in the video, this was the first thing I picked up on top of the ground. What's my favorite find ever? Let's do a 360 and go right here. That's the oldest known slave tag. My first 5-figure find, age 13. Appraised on the Antiques Roadshow, 15,000 bones, and first time on TV. Yeah, I don't know if I like these glasses. This makes me look a lot different. But what else was I going to show you? Oh yeah, so I was saying, this is the can that started it all on top of the ground. And basically, my dad and I were going back there, you know, hoping to find some oil cans. You know, big fans of the American Picker Show, and, you know, they're into oil cans. And I've got a buttload of beer cans. If you want to go down low here, the whole bottom shelf along here. I got into cleaning beer cans for a while. You actually could take the rust off with citric acid. So I started, you know, I thought, let's get some collectible oil cans. Hello to PA and to Pat, and thanks for tuning into this live thing I'm trying for the first time. And I thought it would be a good night to do it. Yeah, I vacuumed up all those signs. It also says in the comments or the introduction that we found that cache of signs on Christmas Eve of last year. So that's about a year ago. But my dad and I kept going back, and to make sure we got it all, like I said, we were fearful of the location getting out. Hold on. Texts are coming in too, I had to get rid of. We were fearful of the location getting out publicly. You know, it was hard not to make posts online and stuff, you know, to keep it secret for a year, basically. And keep it secret we did. And yeah, what was cool is my dad got me into it, and he was the one that drove me around, and when I was a little kid. And I know I need a sidekick. I tried female sidekicks for a while and it didn't work out too well. But anyhow, what else can I show you here? The room is full, and one thing that's kind of crazy is this is only a quarter of my collection on display. Yeah, keep watching it. I'm going to watch it again myself. You can hear the fear and the excitement in my voice. You know, that there was a fear that, like I said, someone else was going to come. And I had a pile of signs and kept telling my dad to come. I just had a sedan at the time, so I'm telling my dad, get down here with the truck. And he didn't seem like he was, okay, know what I'm doing. I was covering the speaker, so thanks. So I'll speak up louder. So what I wanted to say is I needed my dad to get down there with his pickup truck so we could get all those signs. We threw like hundreds of signs into the pickup truck and, you know, kind of tried to get back there and get them all. So it was, yeah, it's far enough into the woods where we didn't draw enough attention. You know, you can kind of tell in the video I wasn't screaming either. I was kind of seeing a lot of oh my gods. This right here is my DigFella outfit from TV. And I retired that vest. That's my television vest. And I have vintage detectors all over this room. There's an old white over there. There's some detectors that they hang from the ceiling. I've got these glass cases all over the place that are full of stuff. There's cannonballs in them, revolutionary cannonballs in the back. This over here is some stuff that we got to keep from the DigFellas show. We didn't get to keep too much, but there's that bullet hole bottle. Was one of the things I got to keep. So anyways, what else can I tell you? Yeah, if it wasn't for my dad, my aunt had a bottle dump behind her house, and I was like probably 4 or 5 years old, standing on these mounds watching my, where's Nixon? I don't know, I haven't seen him for a while, but we're gonna have to get together soon and do some more creepy house videos, me and Nixon. He was down here, and he enjoyed filming down in my treasure room as well. What else? I haven't shown this angle yet. Just stuff everywhere, display cases. I said before, only a quarter of my collection's on display because I have, awesome, 41 people. I see 44. I can see this. I think this is a little bit different than what Liz does. This is kind of like doing Facebook Live, I think, but, what else could I say about the video? What was I saying? I forget. There's like I said, I had to keep that hoard quiet. Between all the oil cans and all the signs that you see, you know, some of the signs got edge rust. Some of them are pretty perfect, like this one. Yeah, I pretty much do need a bigger room. What I have are 2 sheds out back with locks on them. And, you know, yeah, how I started. Aunt had a bottle dump behind her house. And my aunt and my dad used to go back there. And, you know, I can remember them as a little kid. I used to eyeball stuff. I wish I still had one of the first things I eyeballed right in their backfill was a cool skeleton key. I wish I still had that, but I still do have some bottles from when I was a kid at my aunt's bottle dump. It just gets in your blood, you know. I have aunts, and my grandfather had a metal detector. I have my grandfather's metal detector still right here. It's that white, and it's not one of the blue whites because this is what Sears sold. Sears actually put their name on it, and you know, I remember finding a lot of cool things. So thanks to everybody for coming in. I don't want to keep repeating myself on this live thing. I just wanted to try it out and see if I could create a buzz on my hoard video. Like I said, I'm pretty proud of that. The the signs are worth a lot of money. I hope people don't get the wrong idea, because I kept saying how much they were, that I saw them for on eBay and stuff. You know, when you have duplicates, you know, you can put duplicates on eBay. I mean, we got over 200 signs out, and then, you know, you talk about all the oil cans and all the other stuff. I don't know what you mean by super chat. I'll have to try it. I'm still learning this stuff. I almost ran what, there's a Premiere thing you can do, but I wasn't sure how to do a Premiere. I didn't want to screw something up, so I just decided to release my usual 7:30 video, and you know, try this live thing. And if people haven't watched it, yeah, it's definitely hot. These signs are, especially gasoline, they call it Petroliana or whatever. I have sold a few of them just to see how much, you know, I could get for them. But like I say, most of the good ones are going to stay on my wall. What else can I say? Well, another reason to do this, like I said, is I wanted to show you around my treasure room. And let's see. Hello to everybody tuning in. There's 54 people watching me with these goofy glasses on. Again, I wasn't expecting to do this, but I just watched the video back myself on the big screen. And yeah, I don't need any donations though. That sounds pretty cool. But I got enough signs that keep me occupied. My first metal detector is hanging around here somewhere. It was something like this Jetco Mustang. Yeah, and thank you, Grumpy, for watching the vids. Like I said, I worked extra hard on this one, and like I said, I usually don't get music for it. I usually don't. Yeah, those were the thing. I remember when I was in junior high school, I was looking in the back of Popular Mechanics magazine and asking for the catalogs. And one of the other catalogs I got, I remember, was Gold Mountain. And this is a Gold Mountain BFO right here. And so my treasure room, I have a lot of, you know, old conversation pieces, old conversation piece metal detectors. There are actually a bunch of them over here. I don't know if you can see them all down here. Look at this. Wait, I'm turning the camera on. Look at this sweet bounty hunter. Bounty hunter's still around, but they were in a, you know, First Texas's bounty hunter back then. This was in its day a great detector. And this one still works. I actually used this in a group hunt recently. So hello, what's up to everybody tuning in and checking out my treasure room. And I hope you checked out my hoard video. If you haven't, go watch it again, because you know, you pull out that many signs does not happen very often. And like I said, it was a once in a lifetime for me and my dad. You could hear the excitement and almost the fear in my voice too, because you start wondering what's the best detector of all time. That's pretty tough. Any of these new ones, you know, I'm enjoying all the new ones with the you know, things like the Note to Impact and stuff. No, I've never tried a Mind Lab. That's the one brand that's never sponsored me. Mind Lab was supposed to sponsor season 2 of DigFellas, and it was all set up, and then Travel Channel was sold, and sold to the Food Network. They brought in a new president, and our season 2 hopes went down the drain. So yeah, go watch the video. Maybe I'll check it out again. Actually, I've watched it too much, but I wanted to make sure it looked good on the big screen. I try to shoot in the highest quality HD I can. I try not to shoot with a phone. A Garrett groundhog. There's probably one around here somewhere. I've got metal detectors everywhere. One of the things I got into for a while was collecting vintage metal detectors. You know, a real early Garrett that, you know, Charles Garrett might have put together in his garage is right over here. Oh, it's stuck though. It's got a wooden coil. It's down here. See it? This could be like, it's a 60s Garrett. I always say Charles Garrett could have had his hands on that one. So what else can I show you? Well, there's just so much to see everywhere. Let's see. Well, basically, I wanted to mostly just talk about the video. I gave some background on the video already. What else can I say about it? Let's see. A lot of it's been said, and a lot of it was said in the video. I had no clue what no NOX meant. And then, you know, looked that up. No NOX is, you know, their premium brand. And yeah, I know, I'm looking a little dorky tonight. I didn't dress up for this one. Just chilling out. I took my contacts out. I wear contact lenses all day long. And anyhow, so what you saw in the video tonight was, oh yeah, that was I love those coin silver spoons. That's the second one I've got in a year's time, and they all usually have, like, you know, the maker's mark and the person's initials on it. So yeah, exactly. And no NOX means, you know, when you're passing another car, gas back then, when you'd pass another car with those old muscle cars, that you'd you know, you'd have that NOX, so they were guaranteed to have no NOX. Favorite rock band? That's tough. I mean, I could probably do a video of all my concert t-shirts, so I don't know if I have a real favorite. You know, I like bands like AC/DC and the hair bands, but I also listen to other stuff, rap music sometimes. And well, I don't want to keep repeating myself all night, but I'm flattered I had over 50 people, and thanks, Tony, for watching the videos, and thanks for the kind words. That I thought that was going to be a bottle video. Yeah, exactly. It was their top brand. Actually, I found out the Good Gulf was their regular gas, and then there was another one. I think Gulf Flex was their yeah, First Stream. It's not the best First Stream. Yeah, Dio is one of my top bands too. Yeah, this is a pretty cool man cave. Sometimes I'll just come down here and just hang out. I got like a, you know, chair down here, and I'll have to shoot some more of these live things. And yep, I started all day. Yep, Holy Diver, great album. I have a signed copy on my wall. One of these days I'll have to stream all my music stuff. I'm almost as proud of my concert t-shirts and my autographed albums as I am of this room down here, but this is, you know, this is what I'm more known for, I guess. Let's see, what else can I say? Yeah, yeah, kinda. Another reason I like shooting in this room, because there's a lot of people that front out there on YouTube. Their collection wouldn't even fit in a shoebox. So it's kind of nice to, you know, show off the collection. And again, I keep saying it over and over, I'm not showing you all the Riker cases I have that are, oh yeah, Manassas, I would love to go. I've been through there a couple times, never hunted it. Someone like me who does colonial really, you know, gets off on even digging Civil War bullets. Whoa, I almost dropped the phone. So, yeah, I got a few Civil War bullets right here, I think from a DIV or something. Let's see. Some Civil War stuff right here, but again, us Yankees don't get down to do too much Civil War stuff unless we, go to one of those group hunts. But I always enjoyed those digging at Virginias and hunts like that. So again, just even digging a couple fired bullets is pretty cool for us. Yeah, plenty of general service. We dig them in the button dump too. So obviously, you and the singer, yeah, you got to ask Dominique about that. Dominique's all right in my book. That would be up to her. I don't think Tiger likes me too much, but hey, it's all good. I don't badmouth nobody, I'm cool with everybody, I never like people talking behind my back, Meet me first before you talk behind my back, but we won't get into all that. This is a positive night. I'm very proud of. Oh yeah, definitely. Where's my we won't get into that. Yeah, this is it's all good. My collection speaks for itself. That's a yeah, I don't think so. It's tough. It's a competitive hobby, and now it seems like everybody's fighting for subscribers and stuff like that. But I've said it before, subscribers are gravy to me. When YouTube first came out, no one really subscribed. It's lately that YouTube has taken off, that everybody's getting subscribers, and people are like, oh well, she has twice as many subscribers as you. Well, that's fine. I've already done television though, so subscribers don't really matter. That's gravy to me. I've already done what everybody else is trying to do between television and the collection right behind me. So whenever someone says I've got more subs than you, I just say, well, anytime you want to compare collections, we can do that. So it's all good. I don't want to turn anything negative tonight. This is a positive thing. I'm excited about the new video. I hope it does well. And like I said, it was kind of hard to watch it back with me saying "oh my God" all the time. And but I was trying to keep the 4-letter words. Thanks a lot for watching from Ireland. My go-to detector, I try to go with the brands that are sponsoring me. So currently, Macro and NOX are sponsoring me, and I'm trying to use their machines, and they're very, very good. My Racer 2 is the go-to one. Merry Christmas to you as well. The Racer 2 is the best thing with that small coil I've ever used in trash. And I haven't seen anything top that yet. It's very fast. So like I say, I'm going to go with the brands that sponsor me, and just keep rolling with that. And sometimes it doesn't pay to keep trade axe heads. Yeah, I think I've got a couple somewhere preserved. I don't know if they're close on camera at the moment. Trying to think. But yeah, a couple. They're like hen's teeth, and I love preserving iron though. There's iron I've preserved pretty much all over the room, with some stirrups and locks and stuff. Yeah, that's why I wanted to keep this a secret, because everybody knows, everybody in New England would probably be able to figure out where that gas station is. But, my dad was smart enough to, check around in the woods. So, thank you, April. Yeah, a lot of the signs were rusty on the edges, but a lot of them, I do a lot of electrolysis on things like, there's a nice crude door latch, things like that. So I love doing electrolysis, because the iron doesn't get any more digs. I would love to. These girls, they all get new boyfriends, and sometimes I feel used a little bit. But, when you're on TV, they all come out of the woodwork. Imagine that, right? So I'll do digs with anybody who wants to, you know. I get asked all the time. But basically, when Howard left, I try to do every Sunday. I'm answering questions here if people can see. Yeah, I try to get out every Sunday. And the reason there was a lot of females in the video is because after Howard left, I thought what a better replacement for Howard would be, you know, some girls, like someone said, eye candy. And actually, when season 2 was starting and they weren't even sure if Howard wanted to do a season 2, they started looking into me having a female sidekick. So that's why we went with that for a while. But I was doing solo videos before Howard, and I'll do solo videos after Howard. And yeah, exactly. I don't know. He's, you know, I won't say anything negative on this right now, but, you know, I guess I could say people have other interests and they move on. You know, happens in marriages too. And, you know, sometimes it's hard to be a sidekick, I think, you know. He thought he was the star, and I thought I was the star but you know what's up? It's all good. He's more into ghost hunting now, I hear. But, you know, maybe someday we'll have a reunion. Who knows? Again, I'm going to keep doing it. He'll probably poop his pants when he sees all these signs, because he would have been the one helping me pull out all these signs. But it was nice to keep it in the family, too. That was, like, one of my favorite parts, was calling my dad. My dad has a 51 Chevy. So he, you know, he's into all this man cave sign stuff, and it was my dad who thought about going out in the woods near an old gas station looking for oil cans. And you know, I was the lucky one who you know, found the signs. And you know, you saw what happened. That was live excitement, and we went back there several times, and you know, just pulled out more and more signs and oil cans and everything. So anyways, I am gonna wrap it up soon, because I feel like I keep repeating myself over and over, and I'm not sure I like these goofy glasses. Next time I will be more dressed and prepared to do live things for you people. But I appreciate you. Good night, Santa. Go watch that video again. Anybody who hasn't watched the video, I know it's 25 minutes long. That's right, they're gas pump, or pump plates they call them. But I did find some bigger ones, like this one that hung on the side of the building that you saw at the end. And again, this was sticking out of the ground, so anybody else could have gone back there. And thanks, Discovery, for coming in. Thanks, Cynthia. I look like I'm more ready for bed than anything else. Like I said, I have my contact lenses in all day long. And I'm reading all the comments, sorry. So, yeah, one of these days I'll drag out some Riker cases. You like seeing this, Cat? Thank you. Yeah, this is me in my home life, you know. This is my man cave, and I know the Amphibio. They just gave me the multi-cruiser, which I really like, but I feel like a heel asking for the Amphibio now. You know, I try, when people send you a free machine to test or whatever, you know, you don't want to be too greedy and keep asking and keep asking and keep asking. In a perfect world, Dilek from Nokta will email me and say, try this. But what's this about this pounds of beef? I saw something like that on what's the bucket list? Discovery, I appreciate you. I saw you on Liz's chats, I believe, too. So I appreciate you joining mine. And I appreciate this warning about the beef, too, because I didn't really see that. I thought we were over all that. But CS Buckles, I need a CS buckle myself. I'll take any kind of buckle, actually. Like I said, us Yankees, when we go down south, I usually just find bullets, but I'm happy with bullets. You know, I do colonial cellar hull, so, you know, the Civil War, a couple of bullets. Tree coin, I know, that was on my bucket list for so long, for 30 years, and then all of a sudden I had a run of them, and I think I've found 3.5, if you want to count the cut in half tree coin. That would be cool. Fur trade, I would love to do that. Send me a private message. Problem is I don't get to travel too much anymore. I have an 11-year-old daughter, and you know, it's hard for me to travel and get time out of work as well. Yeah, that would be nice, one of those New England things. But I'm trying to read all the chats and talk to you at the same time. I need some better lighting over in this corner here. I've got display cases way over here. And some whites machines. This is my DigFellas outfit from television. There's a case here with some stuff. There's just stuff everywhere. And Riker cases all locked up. Yeah, I can't show all the Riker cases. Vermont, that's a cool place too. You do cellar holes up there? I love cellar holes. Thank you, Kat. Thank you for tuning in. And that was another reason to go live here, is just to give people a view of my treasure room. I see 61 people still listen to me yak, so I just feel like I'm repeating myself now. Anybody wants to put questions on the screen about the new video or anything about my... yeah, this is a vintage Hartford Whalers. I found it at a thrift store. Grew up I grew up in East Lyme, Connecticut. My dad used to take us when we were little kids to watch the Whalers because we were too far away to go see the Boston Bruins. And thanks, Kat. I try my best, and I appreciate all the support. And you know, I'm gonna keep doing my thing on the videos, and that was very unexpected. How old is your daughter? Mine just turned 11. I can't believe how big they get. She has been in a couple of videos when she was little. Have to see if I can get her in. I try to keep family out of the videos, to tell you the truth. Like, I didn't like show my dad a lot in the video. I just showed him, because, you know, I don't want rude comments about my daughter on the videos and stuff. It's bad enough. Next to Salem, that's not far. Yep, that's where I was, what was it, a week or two ago. Yeah, I think he ended Neely's career, and that kind of sucks. Neely was my favorite player. But I do love this beanie hat. Yep, Emma was out with me when she was 4 years old. The Waterford Speed Bowl. We used to go to the Waterford Drive-In, and I used to go to the Duck Pin Bowling Alley that was across from the drive-in, and I don't think that drive-in is there no more. Most drive-ins are gone. But again, fond memories of the Whalers and the drive-in and all that stuff. And growing up in Connecticut, East Lyme, Connecticut was a nice place to live. And we moved all around. The slave tag was found in this slave tag here that's I'm holding in the newspaper. This is the one from the Antiques Roadshow. That was found in South Carolina because my dad was transferred from Groton, Connecticut to Charleston, South Carolina. So we bounced all around, but in South Carolina we lived on a plantation from 1820, so that really got me into metal detecting. And I showed earlier to some of the new viewers, there is, this is a Sears White's metal detector. That was my grandfather's. It was built by whites, but Sears put their name on it. And that was the first detector. I found a lot with that. So, again, anybody has any more questions? The multi-cruiser is a sweet machine. I just saw that comment. Yeah, that's a Coin Master, but it was put out by Sears, so it would have been like a White's 4DB. There were no northern slave tags that I know of. They say Charleston, South Carolina was the only state that actually made the slaves wear tags, so that's why they're so rare and desirable. What else can I show you? We could be here all night. Again, I don't want to keep repeating myself. Montgomery Ward detectors. No, I don't. I do have this weird detector here. I'll do a video with you. Like I said, the problem is I have a hard time traveling because, you know, new job, I haven't accrued a lot of vacation time yet. And have my daughter on weekends, so it makes it hard. I used to travel for treasure all the time when I was a single guy. It's a lot easier. Speaking of vintage detectors, check this. This thing is weird, and it still works. It's a, let me see if I can spin it. It's a Ray Jefferson Treasurer. It's a really rare detector. I think it still works. I don't know who sold it or whatever, but it's a pretty cool detector. Like I said, I got into collecting vintage units for a while, way back a few years ago. They're pricey now. When I was picking up all these vintage detectors. I like this one on the ceiling too. That's a White's. It's a White's Beachcomber. Weird looking thing. There's really no meter. A funny looking handle. So that's a White's Beachcomber. And I have a White's Alaskan down here. The White's Alaskan was the first hip mount. And that was like a big deal in the 70s. It was actually a chest mount. You chest mounted that thing. So what else can I show you? This display case has some cool stuff in it. See that pile? The pile of musket balls there from a French Revolutionary War camp. Pile of Civil War bullets. Just a bunch of stuff. Clay pipes over there. And just some artifacts and bottles and stuff. So, I don't know, I'm not getting a lot of questions and I keep repeating myself over and over. So, where's the ox shoes? I throw those for the hippies to find. Any A&H Pro. I wish. I've been trying to get one. Those things are pricey and very desirable. I wish I had gotten one before. But I have quite a few vintage detectors. Want to see a cool vintage detector, and most people who know their old detectors are familiar with just the shape of this thing. Oh, here's another. This is an oil can from the video. You saw me at the beginning pulling out oil cans. Yeah, those open hole bandits. Did you see that? So this is the original premise of my dad and I going back behind that old gas station was to find oil cans like this. And, you know, unexpected that we were going to pull out all the signs from the building. But the vintage detector I wanted to show you is this Daytona over here. This crazy shape. People who had the old treasure magazines in the 80s will remember this shape. And that was actually a good detector. Unfortunately, it's not working anymore. And I had a detector guy or an electrician look at it, and they like put all kinds of glue or whatever over the board, so they didn't want you to, you know, be able to fix it yourself, I guess. So that's unfortunate. So right now it's just a wall hanger. So, yeah, that was a good detector back in its day, and I wish it still worked. There's still 59 people here sitting there listening to me repeat myself. I have a cool bounty hunter down here. I see a vintage bounty hunter. Yep, beep and dig. They were TR machines. Here's a cool bounty hunter. That's an early one. That's when bounty hunter, what does that say? Oregon? Yeah. Or is it Oregon? Oregon people are going to be mad at me the way I said it. But yeah, this is a neat one. So yeah, my vintage detector collection better than some people's. But anyways, I think I am gonna leave the chat. I hate to leave so many people. If you want to keep asking me questions, I'll answer them. Yeah, in the early 80s, I had, like I said, the Sears Whites machine that I show you. It was a 4DB. And found tons of it. Most expensive coin, it's probably the tree shillings. But, you know, I've had coin dealers make offers on it, you know, 4,000 or 5,000. So what's it really worth? You know, I'm not going to sell my pink-haired doll. I don't know if I have any of those on display. One gold coin, more tree coins than gold coins. Gold coins are tougher to find. Never hunted Long Island either. Another place, again, I'd love to hunt. My bucket list was to see every state. And, you know, the DigFellas TV show got us to do a lot of travel into states I never would have been otherwise. You know, there was no reason for me to, you know, go to New Mexico, for example. And it's a beautiful, beautiful state. New Mexico, Arizona. Stories from older diggers. Yeah, I mean, tons of them. I was thinking of one the other day. You know, back in the day, what's funny is everybody always says, why don't you use a pinpointer and all this stuff like that? Well, we never used them back in the day, and we used those army entrenching tools with the thing like this. So you've probably seen in some of my videos, and I did it in DigFellas too, where we took those army shovels, and every relic hunter back in the 70s and 80s took those entrenching tools and just slammed it into the ground. Well, I remember this story of this guy who didn't dig. What you did when you used an entrenching tool to dig relics is you had to dig a big plug, make sure you pinpointed it good so you didn't chop something. And I remember this old timer telling me about this beautiful Revolutionary War, a GR, which is like George Rex, I guess, Georgievus Rex, and he chopped a big hat badge right in half with his entrenching tool. So yeah, Long Island would be a fun place for sure. Speaking of pinpointers, like I said, I'm just old school. I just don't like to carry a lot of crap into the field with me. Pinpointers are cool, but I'm you know, I've already got a video camera with me. You know, the shovels and all that, and backpack and all this stuff. I feel like I can grab handfuls of dirt and run it under the coil just as quick as by the time you turn your pinpointer on. So again, to each his own. Can you get a shout out? Bacon the Cat, of course you can. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you watch the new video. Talk about the signs. The signs behind me, I have to watch the new video. Signs usually come out of bottle dumps. Thank you. I'm glad you loved the video. That's one of my favorites right there, that Good Gulf one. This Good Gulf one is the rarest one, I guess. I wish there wasn't hundreds of those. If you notice the video, there was only a couple of those, and that's the best one on my wall there. No Amphibio yet. I'm still playing. I just got the multi-cruiser, and they gave me the Any recommendations? Yes, I try to get old plat maps, make friends with your historical societies, make friends with, the state library. I have my best man's wife works at the Rhode Island State Library and got us some access to some crazy old plat maps. I had missed. I think someone was just asking. Yeah, I know it did. It's hard for me to watch it. It's hard for me to watch that video back. I said all the old my gods, and I didn't even know what to say. I was just stunned. So plat maps are the kind with people's names on it, like it'll show the last name. Most valuable bottle of probably some of these historical flasks. A historical flask would be like this, that railroad one back there. Only found a couple of historical flasks. Somebody had asked earlier what's the best way to find these dumps, and along rivers, down embankments. AT Max, I like the gold better. I tried the Max. I like the sounds on the gold better. I think the Max is kind of, it works. I found some stuff with it, but I think I was used to the tones of the AT Gold better. How many empty holes have I dug? Yeah, I'm trying to be nice on that AT Max. The AT Gold is better, and you still see me using the gold in my video. You know, sometimes if it ain't broke, how much for the flask? How much is it worth, or you want to buy it? I don't know. Those it's hard to date. It's hard to price those flasks because there's so many different kinds. It's kind of like anything else. Whatever, what a coin dealer wants to pay for a tree coin, a tree coin could go at auction, for 5 figures, or if I get offered. If a coin dealer is offering you a few thousand, it's probably worth double that, because that's why they're a dealer, right? They're a dealer to make money. So, any other questions that I missed? I know they were flying by, and I'm sorry if I missed any of them. That's right. I mean, there are tree coins that have sold for, 5 figures. That's why to me, they're money in the bank. All my slave tags and my best shoe buckle, that's a tough one. I mean, some of those fancy ones I have that are totally complete with like hearts around, that was a really nice one. Silver shoe buckle, though. I do have a silver shoe buckle, and that was something that was coined silver that had to be made by a rich person. So it's probably the best shoe buckle. Actually, it might be a knee buckle, though. Can you show a slave tag? I was just saying, Kat, they're in safe deposit, but I can get close to this newspaper article. Basically, it's kind of like a dog tag, which is kind of sad. That's like a sad. No, Travel Channel didn't pick up the show, so yeah, it's kind of a sad state of slavery that they had to. I know. I love my creepy dolls. My daughter hates these, but it always looks like these dolls are looking at me. You find these creepy dolls in all the bottle dumps, and I just got in the habit of sticking them around the room. When you turn the lights out, it does get a little spooky. Look at it. It almost looks like The Walking Dead, some of these things. Hey, what's up? Thank you for tuning in, and I hope everybody watched the video. If you didn't, watch it again. I've watched it too many times, and thank you, Mike, and everybody. And did you find many oil cans? Yeah, you know what? There was a ton of them, and I just showed one of the best ones. This one, and I had that SO1, but truthfully, we were in like total sign mode. Yeah, my dad couldn't believe it. I had a hard time getting my dad to convincing him to come down and dig with me, all it took is to text him a picture. GW buttons, yeah, a couple, but a little bit snake bit on those. I've found more tree coins than Washington buttons. I think I don't know if not too many of them got to Rhode Island, but that's okay. Fired bullets is all right. You know, you go with what you can get. Hey, I haven't even put this away yet. Anybody see this? I just love this coin silver spoon. And I think people saw. Stop talking with the guy. Yeah, nothing on my end. He's got other interests. That was Howard, and I think he got sick of being considered a sidekick. He started his own YouTube channel. He started his own ghost hunting group or something, and you know, that's fine. I will keep rolling on. He's missed out on some signs and some new videos and a couple more appearances on TV. So, you know, we're not here to badmouth anybody. I was just here to promote the new video. And yeah, it's monogrammed. You know what's cool? It's monogrammed with my mother's maiden initials. So that's pretty wild. Thank you for checking out my Relic Room. That was another reason to do this live. I'm using my phone and just trying this live thing out. It allows me to show off my treasure room. And yeah, please, sea bass. Yeah, I was just showing my daughter that movie the other day, Dumb and Dumber. Thanks a lot for watching. I was a little hesitant to go live because that'll keep people from watching the whole video. So go public recognition fine. Age 13, we'll go back here. Merry Christmas, Rick. Age 13, I found a slave tag. And it's the oldest known slave tag. And that was my first 5-figure find. That was on the Antiques Roadshow. That's why what this newspaper article is from Antiques Roadshow. And the Antiques Roadshow appraised that tag at $15,000. And I have it in my safe deposit with all the tree coins and everything else. Yeah, he was a great fighter. Cam Neely was my favorite. Thank you, Liz. I hope you watched it. Like I said, I think I'm taking away, doing this live thing, I'm taking away from people watching the video. I went live right after I released the video, which might have been stupid, but I wanted to give some commentary about it. Thank you, Kat, for tuning in, and everybody else for coming along. And go check out that video again. Click on it a million times. Share it, like it, do whatever. I hope that's it. Everybody has their own interests. And, you know, maybe someday, I've always said, and I've told a lot of friends that maybe we will... yeah, I don't watch that show anymore. I can't believe they're in how many, whatever season now. But anyways, yeah, so what I was saying is, you know, hunting buddies have come and gone. I hope so. The tickets are pricey for those shows. I've been enjoying watching these tribute bands for $15. Yeah, he's all right. I just don't like the show is a little too dramatic for my taste. But maybe DigFellas should have gone in that direction. Maybe we would have lasted longer. But more purple hair vids. I think I made my point, and I want to let my finds do my talking. That's another reason why I finally went public with this signs hoard. I kind of wanted to keep it quiet because if people know where that gas station is, they're probably going to be tearing the woods apart. But have I been back to that plantation? No, not since the 80s. I bet you I could talk to the landowner and tell him I lived there as a boy. You know, we found it like right in the backyard. In South Carolina, my dad bought an 1820 plantation. So even though I was like sad to leave New England and you know, my dad's job, I got lucky. to live on an 1820 plantation, and my dad went to Sears and bought a metal detector, and it was the same one that my grandfather had, like this. So we found tons of stuff on that plantation that was like Civil War buckles and slave tags, coins. Group hunt with all my subscribers. I had mentioned a group hunt at my button dump. That would be sweet, wouldn't it? People have watched my button dump videos. I've had a lot of people down there. You remember Dominique came down. I've had a lot of people come to see my button dump. And where's the slave tag come from? Slave tag is from Charleston, South Carolina. So we lived in South Carolina for 2 years. My dad's job brought him all over, and he lived all over. We had to move around a lot, basically what I'm trying to say. The new handsome guy? I don't know. I bet a lot of sidekicks. I'm not the handsome one tonight with this hat and glasses, but who cares? But anyways, go watch the video again, share it, like it. Yeah, the button dump is a sweet place. I always enjoy bringing people there because I've gotten thousands of buttons out of there, and you know, the last few times I've went there, how many hutches, which they didn't really have. The Rhode Island hutch, I believe, is the rarest Hutchinson bottle, so I've only got a couple. But what's nice is I'm in Rhode Island, so I have a chance to get one of those rare Rhode Island Hutchinson sodas. That would be sweet. So, again, I feel like I've been Long Island. Yeah, I'd have to, if anybody's out on Long Island, I know, really. I wanted to wear this vintage hat. It's kind of funky looking, but it's vintage. Any button dumps in New Hampshire? I'm not sure. Look for old paper mills or old cloth mills that may have, you know, stripped the buttons off. Whoa, that's the wrong way. I tried to set the phone down. This is kind of weird. Oh, yeah, that's what I was wondering. I haven't uploaded I was working so hard on this new video. I haven't done anything with the Boy Scout one. Yeah, this is a sweet, if somebody doesn't like my garden gnome hat, this is a sweet vintage Hartford Whaler hat that I wanted to rock for the first time on camera. So that's sweet. That's a cool soda bottle. Yeah, bottles are worth a lot of money. You know, they take up a lot of space. I've got like just the best ones cleaned up, but I got 2 sheds full of unclean bottles, so you can, it's pretty crazy. All right. Yeah, exactly. I got to see some of the Howe brothers when I was like really small. I think I missed Gordie Howe playing with his sons. That would have been awesome. But caught a sharp stick in the eye. Yeah, of course. I think we've all done that. Maybe I should wear these glasses in the woods, but I try to wear the contacts for the videos and all that stuff. Yeah, this is a sweet vintage Hartford Whalers hockey hat. Doing my picking. My American picking. Yeah, I kept saying in the video that the American pickers would love this. It'd be cool if they catch wind of this video or someone gives them a link of it, because I know those guys love signs. Yeah, Slapshot, that's a classic. I love all those kind of movies, and Caddyshack and all that stuff. Almost get shot. There was hunters out there. Yeah, it was luckily a little further away, but there was muzzle loader season, so it is kind of dangerous to try to do this during hunting season. That's why I really cover myself with orange. Yeah, it was a muzzle loading gun. But sometimes these guys with the crossbows are even attacked by wild animals. Luckily, we don't have any poisonous snakes or anything like that. Got chased by a turkey once. Aggressive turkey, a mother turkey on a nest, chasing me around. But yeah, they don't hurt you. Um, yeah, nothing like bears or anything like that. We're lucky, you know, here in New England, we don't really worry about poisonous snakes and stuff. Well, I'm all worried about those muzzle loaders or falling in a well or something like that. What else can I say? Yeah, that's it. Ticks. I mean, it had Lyme disease, so that's probably the worst thing. Again, here's one of the cans that you saw in the video. It quickly turned from my dad and I looking for oil cans like this to, you know, having to get out all those signs. And what you don't see in this treasure room is all those big giant Gulf letters and stuff like that. Yeah, sharp sticks and little ticks, worse, little Lyme disease carrying ticks. So, I have been yakking for way too long, over an hour, saying the same old stuff and showing this treasure room a million different ways. But I enjoy answering the questions, and I hope everybody enjoyed the new video. That was really the point of going live. My favorite goon, shoot, grew up watching the Big Bad Bruins. Stan Jonathan and Terry O'Reilly. Those kind of guys. And then, you know, in the 80s, Cam Neely. I'm rocking the Whalers hat though tonight. But so Bruins fan, Boston fan. I will try to do this more often. This is my first try, so thanks a lot, and thanks for all the kind words. No haters have jumped on yet that I saw, so that's good. It's all good, you know. You know, there's a lot of people who have copied my style and stuff like that. Well, what is it they say about imitation's the greatest form of flattery? Yeah, I heard that the Blue Hills has rattlesnakes. My grandfather had cut the head off of one on the Blue Hills, so pretty crazy that they're all on one hill and they haven't gone anywhere else. But I will keep the videos coming. I've got a lot of stuff in the can, and I have hopefully more time to edit them. Like I said, I worked hard on this one, and I'm glad people are learning something by watching me. I mean, I've been doing this since I was a little kid. Hey, speaking of that, I don't know if you can see this. I've got some pictures here that are pretty sweet. There's a picture of me metal detecting when I was like, I don't know, 9 or 10. I'm in the red jacket with my grandfather's whites machine. That's like 1980 or something. You know, I'm just glad my grandfather took a picture of that. So, you know, if people learn something from my experience, that's what it's all about. Any scary stuff happen? Heck yeah. You know, people coming out with a gun. One guy fired a warning shot. What else? One time I broke my ankle way out in the woods at a cellar hole, and was out at a cellar hole alone, and I try never to go out to a cellar hole again. I'll take anybody out there with me. You really shouldn't go deep in the woods by yourself. And I had to basically crawl back to the car with a broken ankle. So that's other scary stuff would be like scary creepy cabin video, you know, and you find bloody clothes in a oh geez, that stinks. Yeah, so yeah, you never know. I'm surprised with all the treasure hunting I've done that I've never come across like a skeleton or something like that. Not that I want to. Old gravestones, haven't dug up anything, thank God. what else can I say or show you? I enjoy answering the questions because I was just babbling. Just a hunting knife. I'm not licensed to carry. I think I should be licensed to carry. Yeah, metal background music sounds pretty good if I do a live stream again, but some people said they couldn't hear me, so no. Well, Aqua Chigger, I met him at one of the Digging in Virginia hunts, and you know, he seemed pretty cool, but I've never done like a one-on-one dig with him. I know he was at the Digging in Virginia hunt, you know, somewhat in the same field with me, but yeah, I'm glad you got to check out my treasure room. Go watch the new video. I worked very, very hard on it. Dropkick Murphys. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Anybody from Boston's pretty cool. A lot of good bands came out of Boston, like them and Aerosmith, of course, and can't think of any others. I know there's tons of them. Yeah, that's pretty cool too. I've found some guns, and you know, they were kind of too old, I think, to be murder weapons. Yeah, Extreme. How could I forget them? I've got one of their concert shirts. Was trying to think of other bands. It's a bullet. Did he get that from me? He used to always talk about how we used to say, it's a button. This is talking about guns. Check this out. This is a neat conversation piece that people always look at in my treasure room. It's a gun that's a root went right through, and it's a real gun. It's not a cap gun, but I thought it was pretty cool that I left it in the root. People comment on it all the time. It sits right over there in my treasure room. Still swing your T2? Yep. It's hard. You can't swing them all, but the T2 is one of my favorites of all time, and you see it in all my old videos. And you know, still sponsored by those guys, and they like me using the T2. So you know, definitely try to get out. I started saying earlier that, you know, sometimes it doesn't pay to keep switching metal detectors. You see me go back to the AT Gold a lot only because I know the signal's so darn good. You know, you get used to learning the tones, and it's got good ion audio. So yeah, the T2 is fantastic. I am from, well, my family's from Quincy, Massachusetts. That's why I have the Boston accent. I'm living in Rhode Island now. So I kind of have a Boston accent, a little bit of Rhode Island accent, but I'm proud of, you know, my mom and I still say car and hoss and barn and drop our R's. So you got to drop your R's. Would you consider being a radio guest? Of course. Hit me up, either email or a message somehow. Facebook. I'll be a guest wherever, whenever I can, as long as I can work it in. What's my best find? Right behind me. Slave tag. Charleston slave tag. No, I had a camo F75 actually, and I sold it stupidly. Charleston slave tag, 1800, and it was on the Antiques Roadshow. That's probably my most valuable find. I don't actually. I've never had a coin graded. I probably should. They're all in the safe deposit box. What else have I found? That Brockage era large cent and several tree coins. I was always afraid of getting coins slabbed because you know, a lot of my friends that have done it, the coins have come back. No, No, not the new kids, but that, yeah, Quincy next to like Braintree area, South Shore. South Shore is where my parents are from. Um, newbie juice. I should have brought out my newbie juice gun. Um, you know, that's just my little pot shot. We practice dry cleaning. I'm not a fan of carrying things around, especially spray bottles. That's cool if you're, you know, digging silver and stuff to spray off a silver coin. But again, I don't even carry a pinpointer. So the last thing I want to do is, you know, carry a spray bottle. So, um, how many different detectors, dude? I can't even think. This room's full of them. And you know what? When I get yeah, when I get hard up for money or I'm out of work, you know, I end up selling them like that camouflage F-75. The Deuce I sold to a friend for $1,000, but only because I wasn't using it. Again, I'm not gonna badmouth any detectors. I found a lot of cool stuff with it. Go-to detector are the macros, or the Noctas and macros, which I really like. I've got the Impact right here, which is a real nice detector. And I was saying earlier, the Racer 2 is my favorite in iron. So you go with what works for you. You know, there's a lot of good brands out there, and I think it pays to learn the tones and, you know, not always switch detectors all the time. What's up, Michael? Thank you for tuning in. Hampton Village. Oh, yeah. 30 years ago. Found a lot up there. That was called the Lost City. And I believe Fidelity owns it all. It's all posted now. So don't tell them what I got out of there. Florida hunts. Yeah, and DigFellas, we got to do the Treasure Coast. And that was pretty cool. What was it, Captiva Island and stuff. Beautiful there. Great place to film. Boxborough. Yep, I know where that is. And my parents lived in Abington. I lived in Abington for a while, and then Plymouth. We really have moved all over. Do you detect after it snows? I've detected in the snow. We go in the woods is what we usually do, because that layer of all the leaves that fell will kind of protect the ground from being frozen. So last year, you know, we were pulling out those signs. We pulled out those signs in the video, these signs, on Christmas Eve. Now, normally the ground would be frozen on Christmas Eve, so you know, we got lucky, and last year was pretty mild. We had some snowstorms, but we kind of dug all year round. When the ground freezes here, I switch to ice fishing, which is, you know, another hobby. Everybody needs a hobby, right? Where's the Santa? I thought he was up, shoot, where is the Santa? I thought he was up there somewhere. I hope he didn't fall down. Yeah, I know I had it. I know I had that Santa. Shoot, now I'm, now that's gonna bug the crap out of me. I know I got that Santa somewhere. This goes to show you that I need to clean up this room and get more organized. I don't know where that Santa is. He might be out in a big box full of signs. He could be. I could have sworn I brought him in and put him up there. But I will find him, because that's something that kind of goes in the video, and something ironic, super ironic. No Equinox. I said earlier that I've never tried a Mine Lab yet, only because they've never sponsored me, and I'm too cheap to buy one. But looks like a good detector. I've got friends who have them. How old am I? Where's the Santa? I'm skipping the how old am I, because I'm getting up there. Take a guess how old I am. Yeah, the Santa I thought I brought in and put up on a shelf. How do I really feel? Flattered that a lot of them copy me. How about that? 48. Do I look that old? I must be getting old. Jeez. Do I really look that old? Well, if I say I've been doing this for over 35 years, I got to be getting up there, right? No, I'm not 50. I want you people to go lower. Say 30 something. Yeah, really. You're getting there. That's better. So what was I saying? I'm forgetting now. Yeah, you people are close. I know. I hate these glasses. I want to take them off, but I can't read what you guys are saying when I take them off. I'm missing some of the questions. Yeah, 28. I like that better, but I'm not in my 20s. 60, 49. No, no, no. Yeah, that's bugging the crap out of me. Santa. Where is that Santa? He's probably in a bucket of stuff that I got from that junkyard. You know, there's still I still haven't really yes, I've done England twice and had a blast. Found a Bronze Age axe head that had to go to the British Museum and everything. Finds in Connecticut. Yeah, it's cellar holes, you know, your typical I'm not far from I didn't see that about the porcelain. Yep, hair metal's my thing. I got a lot of concert shirts. I should be wearing them tonight. I really wasn't prepared for this. I just did this on a whim. Jocelyn as my sidekick. She's from Rhode Island. I thought she originally wanted to come up here, but I don't know what I did to get her to block me. Gold coins, only one, and it was British. Gold coins are tougher to find than tree coins for me for some reason, but maybe it's well, thank you for all the kind words here. Like I said, I thought I was just babbling. I was going to end this a long time ago, but I'll keep going as long as you guys are having fun and asking questions. Yes, I tried an AT Max, and I didn't like the tones as much as my AT Gold. Sounds like they turned up the gain or something, but it definitely found some things. I found an 1812 button with it, stuff like that. So how many trees? 3.5, if you count the one that's cut. 47 years old. Oh geez, I wanna look 37. Must be the glasses. I will you know, spike up the hair and take the glasses off, and I can pass for yeah, this is a sweet vintage Hartford Whalers hat. And thanks for the killer signage. Exactly. Thanks a lot, Dave. It was awesome to get my dad back involved in it, you know. Brought back so many memories of my dad and I digging dumps when I was a little boy. And my dad's got a classic car, a 51 Chevy, and he has a pickup truck to put all the signs in. Where are the coppers and other coins at? All the good coins of mine and the slave tags are in safe deposit. I don't keep, a lot of my displays here are like not coins and stuff. All my Riker cases are locked up. I will definitely do more of these if there's an interest in it, and I'm not going to wear these goofy glasses next time or this goofy hat. But hey, I thought I'd goof off and have some fun tonight. Your 7th anniversary. I wish we didn't get into this age thing tonight. How many total signs did you find? There was over 200 of the signs. And then I said 300 plus because we found other things like oil cans. You know, we started keeping the collectible oil cans too. So all totaled, you know, it's estimated at, you know, probably a 5-figure sign find. You know, you saw some of the eBay prices. Yeah, it would be nice if everybody got along, but you know, there's a lot of competition. Now everybody's fighting over subs and all this stuff. Three ring mini balls, not too many of them, because I'm not in Civil War country. More round balls, musket balls, revolutionary stuff where I'm from. So not too many three ringers. How many signs? 200 plus. And thank you for watching the signs video. That's why I'm doing this, because I wanted to promote the video a little bit, show off my treasure room, show off some of the signs. The best signs are right behind me. How did you celebrate when the Hurricanes? No, I'm really a Bruins fan, but I found this Whalers hat, and I grew up in Connecticut watching the Whalers too, and so I watched the Bruins. But I still do consider the Hurricanes the Whalers, though. I wish they would. I think they wore their green uniforms recently. Or we're going to do a throwback thing, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, I know. Don't they look new? They're beautiful. I kept the best of the best for my treasure room. There were some roachy ones, but you know, I either gave them away, I sold a couple at the flea market. POP, baby, profit over passion. Yeah, this is a vintage hat, and it's pretty cool. The Hartford Whalers, probably from the 80s. I found 2 of them in a thrift store. Thank you for tuning in. Good night. I am going to tune out pretty soon. I keep saying that, but there's so many people asking questions, and it's been about 50 to 60 people all night long, which is pretty cool. I didn't know how this thing was going to work, and I felt like I was babbling earlier, so it was nice to answer some questions. And thanks for signing off. I might do the same as the questions are slowing down here. And I appreciate everybody who watched the video. If you haven't watched my new signs video, please, good night, Tim. Please watch and share, if you can, the signs video. I'd like to, you know, I'd like this one to hopefully get a lot of hits. You know, that's what this is all about. I worked hard on it. But again, I've already done a TV show, so if it gets, you know, a couple thousand hits, that's fine. If it gets a couple 100,000, that's fine too. You know, this is all gravy to me. Thanks for watching the sign video. And I've watched it too many times. I wanted to see what it looked like on the big screen. It looked pretty good on the big screen. So it's kind of hard watching myself, but thanks for watching it. And yeah, I'll talk about anything. You guys have questions, I'll try to answer them, you know, anything I can. We've got Fast and Furious for a while. I know I missed some questions, so if I missed anybody's question, I'll do it again. Yeah, I thought it was pretty ridiculous. It was it really is a dig of a lifetime to pull out that many porcelain signs. And like I kept saying over and over, the American pickers would go crazy over this. And when you're pulling hundreds of these out of the ground, stacked together like paper, my friend said it best. He said, it's like you're pulling out stacks of $100 bills. And you know what? The hobbies it's we don't get in. I could do this monthly, sure, I'll do it whenever. And I like doing it for, I know it totally was. I gotta find that Santa though, it's driving me bananas. I think he's outside in a bucket with some of the other things that came up in that dump. So, anyways, I have got to sign off myself, but I appreciate watching the new video. Please share the new video, and I will try to do this again soon, as long as people got questions or like, you know, checking out the treasure room. I'll try to straighten up the treasure room and show some different things that I didn't. Pull out some of the Riker cases maybe, and I am gonna sign off. Yeah, watch that new video. I work hard on that thing. Thanks for subbing too. That always helps. And see, some of these signs have a little bit of rust on the edges, but look at how this beauty displays. You can't do any better than that. And most of the signs that I've always dug up in bottle dumps are pretty roached. So the video, I mean, I kept that spot. My dad and I kept that spot a secret for almost a year. And we kept going back, and making sure we got all of the signs and oil cans that we could. So I didn't go public with this video until I felt like my dad and I got all the signs out. So now, the last, awesome, thanks for subbing. I felt like, or what was I going to say? Oh, I've been back to the site the last 3 times and didn't get any signs out of it. So I was convinced that we got it all. And that's why I made the video public. So anyways, I am going to sign off for the night. And I totally appreciate everybody coming in, everybody subbing, everybody coming up with some good questions for me. And I am gonna wrap it. So peace out. Share the video, watch it again, watch it 15 times. And we are out of here. Thanks Rob, thanks Kirk, thanks everybody. I gotta figure out how to turn this thing off now. Good night. Peace. Love you too, Frank. Thanks a lot. Peace out, Discovery. Peace. Good night to Kill for Peace. Cheers. Good night and Merry Christmas to you guys too. I am out of here.